Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 13th. We're just going to jump in here, Taurus, and see what's going on for you. You have this ship card that says direction and journey. You also have this old man card that says inheritance male on it. So there could be an inheritance coming in for you with this energy, but I also feel that for some of you, this is a change in direction. You have two sixes here, and if you've been watching me for a while, I love two sixes. To me, it says that, it's kind of like confirmation for your path. It just says that whatever you're doing in life, you're going in the right direction. Clearly, you're working on the things that you're supposed to be working on as well. So I take this as kind of a sign that you're on the right path. I do feel that some of you are kind of like healing from things, or, you could be kind of letting go of something with this Three of Swords. It doesn't even necessarily feel like love to me. For some of you, it could be, I was going to say a dream. And here you go. You have the Seven of Cups. So it could be like a dream, or a certain way that something could work out in your life, like a business idea. And it's not like you're letting it go completely. I feel that some of you are just maybe doing it in a different way. I know what this reading is, basically. I would be careful of attachment to outcome, or like how you are accomplishing something here, Taurus. Again, you have this ship card that says direction, journey. You have this old man that says inheritance, male. Again, I feel for some of you, by the way, there could be a person coming in for you. I really don't feel an older person. Could just be a mature person, and gender doesn't matter here. But if you're attracting love, could be just a mature person coming in for you. They could be older, but I just get maturity in general. Like I said, I feel for some of you, this is saying that, like, if we look at this, it's like the woman and the child on the boat and the Six of Swords, they're leaving everything on the other side behind, and they're completely starting over fresh on the other side when they cross the choppy waters. And they only are bringing the clothing on their back. So they've made a sacrifice, and the Three of Swords it's not really a card of a sacrifice, but it can be a heartbreak. And if you left a bunch of stuff behind in the past, then that could be heartbreaking, or it could be making you a little bit sad. Again, I always say that tarot is like a spectrum. So for some of you, it could be causing grief with the Three of Swords. For others, might just not be that big of a deal. And that's kind of how I feel for some of you. But I would definitely stay healing and healthy with that energy. You also have the Six of Cups here. Whatever you're doing, I feel like it's almost like what you need to see is that it's leading to a turnaround, is what I'm getting here. Like, you could be thinking about the past, but Six of Cups is a card of a gift from the universe. And I always say that the gift we receive from the Six of Cups is a turnaround, or improvements, or, good things coming in for us. So I feel that that could be happening for you here with the Six of Cups. And again, with the Six of Swords here, I feel like you're just moving on to calmer shores. I feel like there are improvements coming in for you here, Taurus. So let's see where this is going for you. With the Six of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. I feel like you've drawn a line in the sand here, Taurus, where it's like you are only willing to accept certain things in your life. Could be like a certain amount of money, or could be the work that you do, or it could be the type of relationship that you're allowing yourself to have. So I see this as a line in the sand, and you're not willing to go backwards with the Seven of Wands. I get a very confident vibe off of that Seven of Wands. With the Six of Cups, you have the World. The World is an achievement. So like I said, there's like some sort of gift that is coming in here with that Six of Cups. It's starting to go in a very good direction, Taurus, if you can't tell. So I feel like you're heading towards achievements and success with the World energy. With the Three of Swords, you have the Death card. This is the ending of the pain. So I feel like you are transforming some sort of challenge that you've been through, and you're turning it into something much better. We literally see that going this direction. It's like you're being enlightened with the Hangman as to why you had to make some sort of sacrifice, or why you had to let something go. And again, it doesn't even just feel like love to me. It could be anything. It could be, a business idea or something. And here's the other thing. Like I said, it's almost like I still feel like you can accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, is what this reading is saying. Like, maybe just the way that you've been trying to get your business to work is just not meant to work that way. There's just a different way. Same thing with love. Maybe your love life isn't meant to work the way that you've been thinking, but there's just a different way. That's kind of what I get here. In the area of the unexpected, you have this Diligence card. I feel what's kind of like, it's not very exciting, I'm going to tell you right now, Taurus, but what I'm getting here is that what's kind of unexpected is how quickly you want to work on something with that Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is the card of diligence in the tarot, and you have this Oracle card of diligence right here. And Is it really unexpected? I don't know, but I feel like some of you this week could be discovering something in work or business that you want to work on, that you actually want to put your energy into. So if you've been struggling with like what do I work on in my business, or what should I do to improve my career? It could even be a relationship. Like if you're in a relationship, you might be wondering like, what can I work on or do? It's almost like you're finding something that you actually want to do. So like I said, I don't know if that's very exciting or not. I don't know. I think it is. I think it's exciting, right? I think it's exciting to be excited about something that you actually want to put your energy into with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon, but like I said, you could be working on love, you could be working on spirituality or health, and it's like you're just getting results is what I'm getting here with the Eight of Pentacles. But I also feel like you're finding something that you truly enjoy. You're finding something that really brings you happiness and, all those other things. So I kind of like this. It could just be like an activity, something that you do in business, like I said, or something else. You also show up in a very strong position here. You show up as yourself, King of Pentacles, Taurus, and I feel like this is putting you in a position of power and strength. As I've said, until like the end of 2025, you will be very, very focused on your own personal security and freedom, but also your material goods as well. Like if there are certain materials or, quality items that you want to have in your life, you're probably going to be very focused on acquiring those things. And now is a great time to do that. Like if you want something really quality, like maybe you want to buy like a brand new car so that it lasts you for a long time. Like if there was ever a time to work with the energy, to save up the money, to buy one, even if you can't do it right now, I would start putting energy into doing it, because then it will happen faster. I always tell people, it's like sometimes I think people don't even try because they think that they think that the mountain is too big to climb, right? But it's like if you just get started, the mountain moves out of the way. That's the whole point, is that we have to prove to the universe, and especially with Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto is going to be moving into Aquarius, but it's going to retrograde very quickly back into Capricorn. That energy is like, Capricorn is like, well, if you prove it to me that you want this, then I will move the mountain, right? So I feel for some of you, if there's something you want, start saving. It could be just a very little amount too. You just have to show the universe that you're serious. And if you do that, then again, the mountain will move out of the way. And it could be in an unexpected way as well. It's like maybe you win a car in a contest. Maybe you get some sort of deal, right? So also be open to like surprises. In your next row, you have the Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups kind of says like there might be, most of us think direct, right? We think like, oh, to buy a car, I have to go to the car dealership. I have to put this much money down, and I have to then I have to pay this much a month, right? But Seven of Cups is like, well, no, actually there's a bunch of other ways that you could also get a car that might not involve money, that could involve winning a car, or could involve a person giving you a car or whatever. And I think when we are open to those opportunities, we actually get them. So Seven of Cups, I feel like, is saying be willing to be surprised here. And here's your surprise, the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty. And it's kind of funny because I do get this feeling of something coming in for you. And it could be a car because you have the Chariot. That's why I said the car in the first place. But it's like there's something coming in for you. I feel like it makes your life easier in the sense that, again, it could be a car. It could be something that, gets you from point A to point B. Could be something that improves your business. Whatever it is, it feels like something. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're much more free than you realize. I do feel like some of you need to set yourself free with the Eight of Swords, because Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. And it is a card that literally says you could only be seeing one way of doing things when there's a million ways of doing something. So again, be open to different ways of doing things. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, something that's going to make you more independent, right? So there's something coming in for you. And for whatever reason, for some of you, I feel this is business related, or work related, or career related. Like there's something coming in that's going to make you feel more independent in your career. Or maybe it makes you feel more free in your career as well. It's going to make you very successful. I really like this energy for you quite a bit. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Strength card. You've been very patient. I feel like you've been patiently waiting for this. If there's love coming in for you, by the way, it could be a Leo, could be any sign. You have basically everything here. You have Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo, a Capricorn, basically everything. So I feel like you've been waiting for love, but I feel like you could be attracting something that is very serious into your life. Next, in the area of the critical information you need to hear right now, you have this card that says, life will be a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride and stop trying to control it. Exactly kind of what I was saying is like, you are going to get to where you want to go, but maybe just not how you think. You have this workaholic card. It says having a strong work ethic and giving 110% all the time. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Yes. So, I wouldn't burn yourself out, especially at this time, right? It's like I'm a big fan of hard work. I work constantly because I want to, right? But that's the difference, right? If you want to work hard, then do it, as long as it's not burning you out. But also make sure to balance the energy, right? Make sure you don't get sick or injured, or don't sacrifice your health and all those other things. Again, I do feel with that Eight of Pentacles, I literally said it, that I felt like something's coming in for you that you are going to want to work on, because it's like it's something that makes you want to be diligent, something that makes you want to see more success, because Eight of Pentacles is results. So it's like you're getting the results. But again, I would make sure to balance, right? You have the Hangman, the Chariot, and the Seven of Cups. So there's clearly like a victory coming in for you here with the Chariot. It's pretty crazy to me that everybody's been getting the Chariot. I really feel that it is kind of like a sign of the times, the Chariot, because he's leaving this city behind him and he's having to make some sort of change where, he doesn't really know where he's going. He is just trusting that the universe is guiding him. And you have two cards here, Taurus, literally going up to the moon, a mystery, not being sure what direction you're going in. Star, needing to follow your North Star. So if you are in the darkness, I feel like you need something that you can work towards no matter what. I feel like you need something like a mantra, a goal, something that you work towards in your life that's important to you. And, I would stay flexible as well with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is being spoiled for choice, but I really feel in your reading, there's just a major focus on needing to realize that you can have whatever you want, you can create whatever you want in your life, but you're going to have to stay flexible in the ways that you accomplish your goals. Seven of Cups, again, is spoiled for choice, but he needs to pick one cup and make it happen. And I kind of get that energy for you. Come to think of it, I feel like for the past few weeks, I've been saying to you, it's almost like you need to bring something down to earth. It's almost like you need to manifest something. It's almost like you need to make something feel real. And I would start small. Again, I think sometimes if we have big dreams or goals, it can feel a little bit out of reach, So taking that first step and accomplishing something very tiny and then making, bigger and bigger goals from there is the easiest way to do it. So that's what I'd be doing here. You have the Hangman. A lot of answers this week. That's literally the words that I'm getting here on the Hangman is that, I feel just a lot of answers. I don't know how else to say it. I feel it's in multiple areas of your life as well, which is pretty interesting, Taurus. It could be about anything, if you need help in business. But I also feel like all of you are getting answers in multiple areas of your life, like love, business, career, your health. Just all these things are coming in, right? It's like there's almost like a rush of information coming in for you. Number one, with the Moon card, I would be paying attention to your dreams and your emotions as well. You might be getting a lot of emotional feedback at this time where maybe you are feeling certain things and maybe you're getting feedback. Again, I had this crazy allergic reaction and part of me feels that it was emotional. Not that I was being emotional, but that there were just certain things that I was thinking about when this happened, which, was kind of interesting, right? Things that I just worries, ridiculous worries about YouTube, right? I'll just tell you what it was, right? So it's ridiculous worries about that stuff that doesn't matter, stuff that isn't even that big of a deal, but clearly I was bottling something up, right? That's how I see it. So I feel like this is kind of saying, pay attention to your emotions. Don't hold on to that stuff. Let it out. I always say the best thing you can do is probably put it outside of your body. If I had written at that time, probably just put it outside of myself, what I was thinking, maybe this wouldn't have happened, right? Who knows? I'm not a doctor. I have no clue what I'm talking about. But again, what I am saying is I would let things out here. With the Hangman, you have the Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of success here for you, Taurus. And so I feel like there's a lot of success, a lot of abundance. Ten of Pentacles is hidden or secret information, and there just seems to be a lot of hidden and secret information right now. I think that we are in a time of the truth, but it's not like there's lies. I mean, there are plenty of lies in the world, but I'm saying on a personal level, there might be some truths that if we learn those truths, we could become successful or much more successful. So it could be maybe there are certain things in your business that you're not doing. If you go learn about it, then you become more successful because you learned about it. You learn the truth about what it takes to be successful. And that's what I'd be doing here. Again, it doesn't surprise me that you have the Ten of Pentacles in your reading, Uranus and Taurus. You are going to be very focused on that for a long time. With the Chariot, yep, you have the Six of Cups. Definitely a gift from the universe. Definitely, I would say, some sort of turnaround coming in for you. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Six of Cups twice. This is fortune after difficulty. So if you've been having challenges or difficulties for a long time, This would be some improvements coming in for you, or just like good, good stuff coming in. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands says go on the adventure. I always say that Five of Wands is my card. I call it Indiana Jones because it's like a card of going on some sort of crazy adventure to get a reward, and I would definitely do that. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Imagine card. So yeah, I'm a big fan of visualizing right now. So any visualization exercises you could do would be a very good idea. Also, funny enough, this girl here, it's kind of hard to see, but she has a string attached to this moon. And I always say with the moon card, which is your first card here, is the trick with the moon card is that we have to bring something down to earth. I said this on the Seven of Cups as well. Didn't you have am I making this up? Oh no, you have the Seven of Cups here. And so again, I feel like there's something that needs to be grounded in reality. The moon is just an illusion, but as I always say, the moon, yes, it can represent fears and illusions and fantasies, but it doesn't say stop. There is a path straight down the middle of the card that terminates at the end of some mountains there, and mountains in the tarot represent achievements. So there are clearly big achievements coming in for you here, but again, I feel like these achievements are obviously going to come in through, kind of grounding something in reality, taking those first steps. You have the Four of Pentacles here, so, Four of Pentacles is about letting go of the past. I kind of actually feel pretty good about the Four of Pentacles for you. Sometimes I like the Four of Pentacles, sometimes I don't, but for you, I do feel pretty good about it. I feel you're balancing your finances. I also see major financial improvements. Maybe you're not, going to become a millionaire overnight, although you could, but what I would say is I feel like at least you're stabilizing if you have had crazy finances or just not enough. And so I feel there are improvements coming in. You also have the Star card. The Star is a card of healing. I do feel like some of you are healing, and this could be due to a past tower moment. So if you've had any tower moments in the past, I do see you healing. I also get, again, a lot of answers. Here's the thing, is that this right here is an ibis, this bird above my finger, and they kind of represent the bird on the Star card. It kind of represents knowledge and wisdom, number one, but number two, it represents seeing the big picture. It's almost like you're adding everything up, maybe of the it seems to be the last year or so, maybe all of 2022 till now or something like that, where you're kind of, I feel like you're doing a lot of calculus here. I never took calculus because I never even passed algebra, Taurus, but what I would say is it's you're adding a lot of things up. And I feel like it's things are finally starting to come together. You finally are starting to have a vision of the future or where your life is going or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. With the moon, you have the Emperor. Could be an Aries coming in for some of you. You definitely have a fire here. So if you're looking for love, strength, Leo, Aries, it could be any sign, but, again, those signs stand out to me. Could be another earth sign as well that's coming in for you, Taurus. So if you're looking for love, I like it. I feel like it would be a real action taker just in general. It could be any sign, but I would say that they're probably more emperor status, and it doesn't even matter what gender they are. I would say they're an action taker. I would say they're probably bold, assertive. They really go for the things that they want. They don't really question things. I kind of feel like this person wasn't always this way either. I feel like they used to be very nervous and didn't really take action on their dreams and stuff, but something has changed in this person. So you could be meeting a person who's kind of in transition from not being an action taker to someone who's almost fearless is what's popping into my head. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. Very interesting. It's all of a sudden love shows up. I literally feel that could be the case in your life, where if you don't have love already, it's all of a sudden it could kind of show up. It's there's communication all of a sudden, things are, so again, some of you could meet someone this week or soon. I would say I'm kind of getting between now and the end of March or April. And so maybe over the next few months, you could meet this person. With the Star card, you have the King of Wands, fiery, definitely fire stands out to me here clearly, but could be someone who's very bold, sort of really accomplishes things. If you don't want love, and even if you do, this is definitely an energy that I would be embracing right now, is King of Wands energy, fearless, not being afraid to try new things, not being afraid to take risks. Those are the things that are going to make you most successful. So let's see. We're going to pull 5 main themes now. You have this wealth card. Love it, Taurus. I love this reading for money. Whatever you're doing, it's is it perfect right now? No. Definitely not. I can see that in the reading. Not a bad reading at all, but I just think maybe you're not at the level that you desire to be at, but you are getting there and you're seeing results. So you're feeling motivated, or you will be very soon if you're not already. with that Eight of Pentacles. So it's definitely saying to me, like, do not give up, keep pushing forward, keep putting the work in to work, business, career. Even if you're retired, you can still do something for money. So, whatever you're doing, I would do it because there's clearly like an improvement in your finances. Next, you have this September card. I always clarify these monthly cards. And you have this broken wishbone. It says wish will not be granted. I do feel like there could have been a disappointment back in September. At the end of the last 6 months of 2022 were disappointing as far as I'm concerned. Not so great eclipses last year. They were just like meh, right? Not great. And plus all the retrogrades. So I kind of feel like this is talking about last September. There was some sort of broken wish, and I'm gonna clarify with this card to see what it was. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead, feeling unsettled, not having the answers, not being able, feeling like your predictions were wrong, as well as what's popping into my head here. So maybe since September of 2022, you've been feeling like you can't, it's almost like unsettling that you can't predict how things are going to go. Some of you, I also am getting that there could have been like a breakup with a person, and what's unsettling about it is that you didn't see it coming. Maybe in the past, you've always been able to tell like, oh, this person's going to leave me. So I kind of feel like shaken confidence is what I'm getting here. It might not even be a breakup. It could be like a job loss or something. It's coming in very clearly. And the good news is I feel like this is saying the energy is over. You have this carrot card that says opportunity or windfall. They're really, really good for money is what I would say this reading. Again, I really feel this is money you've worked for or are currently working for just based off of all the cards here. You have this arrow card that says you are on the right path, 2 6s, regarding some aspect of your life. Keep going. Do not quit. Do not give up. This reading is encouraging you to keep pushing for sure. You also have this woman card that says dealings or relationships with a woman. I always forget. I always clarify these woman cards, man cards as well. You have this yoke card. It says feeling tied down or frustrated. I don't care who you're dealing with Uranus in your sign. Again, with Uranus in your sign, if there is a person who makes you feel stuck, trapped, makes you feel like you can't be free or whatever, you're just not going to tolerate it, plain and simple. So, what I would say is if you're with a person that you like, and maybe they're making you feel smothered or trapped, I would communicate with them if you like them, of course. I always tell people, we don't have to just leave a person. Trust me, you don't want to be out here on these streets dating right now, right? It's crazy. So I think it's much better to try to make things work with a positive person. Obviously, people are always like, what if they're abusive? Or I'm like, obviously leave, right? I shouldn't have to explain myself here. But obviously, if they're abusive or if they're a total jerk, leave, of course. But if for the most part they're positive, but maybe things are just not exciting or maybe they don't make you have the tingles anymore or whatever, then I would start having communication. I would start talking to this person because sometimes when we communicate about it, then we can fix it very quickly. And obviously, if they don't fix it, then leave, right? But at least you tried. At least you did something to fix the situation. I don't even think this is love, though. I think that some of you are just feeling it's like this could be a work or a business, a person, and that is making you feel this way as well. But again, I would communicate about it because that's what's popping into my head. Really good reading. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here, Taurus. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your week.